My friends and fellow Americans, I am very pleased to introduce to you the next Vice President of the United States, Governor Sarah Palin of the great state of Alaska.
It was interesting to learn about the events and how it all transpired.
Just have fun.
It was the birth of a phenomenon.
You get an understanding of what politics is all about and how choices are made.
I've always been fascinated with how we choose our leaders.
This story is about the 2008 election, specifically focused on the McCain campaign.
John McCain knew that he was up against a formidable candidate. They knew they needed a woman on the ticket.
We have to close the gender gap.
So find me a woman.
And they chose Sarah Palin.
You know, they say the difference between a hockey mom and a pit bull? Lipstick.
Great job! You did a great job!
This project was a huge challenge for me. This is maybe the first time I've actually played a living person and somebody who is so idiosyncratic and well known.
It was Ronald Reagan who said
that freedom is always just one generation away from extinction.
The reason why we decided to do the book was that we'd been covering politics for 20 years each, but we'd never seen a campaign as extraordinary as this one.
Normally with a book like this, we are writing about such famous people, such sensitive material. You'll have a lot of people make denials about what's been written. There was almost no one who denied what was in the book.
What we need you to do is memorize 25 answers and 4 attack lines.
Yeah, I can do that.
When I first saw Julianne, I thought it was Sarah Palin.
I spent 2.5 hours in that trailer every morning. It was a long process.
That's all I needed.
I looked at all of the television interviews. I listened to her book on tape, and wherever I could find dialogue that she actually said, I would put it in.
you can actually see Russia from land here in Alaska.
All of us have the responsibility toward these real people. You have Ed Harris playing McCain.
I'm just trying to play a human being.
And Woody Harrelson as Steve Schmidt.
Who was very influential in choosing Sarah Palin and selling the idea of her to John McCain.
It's not about you. It's about the country.
I'm trying to stay true to the sense of who he is.
All right, rehearsal's up.
Jay Roach working in tandem with Danny. They're a great team to work with.
I chose to play it more of a tragedy because it's about people trying as best they can and actually failing.
Governor, do you know why we're in Iraq?
Because Saddam Hussein attacked us on 9/11.
Al-Qaeda attacked us on 9/11.
Jay's just a good collaborator, and I think he really has something to say about this story.
We threw her into the deep end without a life preserver.
Yeah, and we're drowning with her, sir.
It's extremely important that it be factually accurate, because if it's not truthful, what's the point of doing a piece like this?
You call that interview fair? I certainly don't. She was out to get me from the get-go.
What does it take to be a great leader in our country? Those are the kinds of questions this film tries to ask.
If you really think I can help this country, then absolutely, I'll do this with you.
We desperately need a game-changing pick.
There's a dark side to American populism. Some people win elections by tapping into it.
Anything you say goes national the instant you say it.
You're telling me what to say, how to talk. I am not your puppet.
I admit that this is a dysfunctional campaign, and I'm doing my level best to help us win this election.